What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about um, saying that attractive men or attractive women are, well, some people like to call attractive men um, pretty boys or fruity. That's cope. And the reason why I say that it's cope is because they're dealing with the envy that they have for attractive men. I was watching a channel today, and this guy said, "Oh, the men with the long hair and that look, very attractive." He said that they were fruity, and he's. I was a surprise because he was a attractive man himself, and he just made fun of someone that's attractive. They just said, "Oh, they're just beautiful. Oh, he's fruity." That's cope because he's dealing with the envy that he has for very attractive people. So people that have long hair, fairly long hair, um, maybe even people that look like this image of Zac Efron, like a lot of people don't like those types of people because they stand out, and the guy that was making the video, he was a model, but he made fun of someone that potentially looked better than him, and that's the envy that comes with, being very attractive. It's like an attractive man making fun of an exotical. That's exactly what this was. And before I was subscribed to his channel, and now I'm not because that rubbed me the wrong way. And he's saying basically the people that look very well with long hair, he's saying that those people are fruity, and that's not always true. And that's why I unsubscribed because he bashed a certain um, category of attractive people, and especially specifically attractive men. And that's what a lot of exoticals go through is the hate doesn't only come from so-called average looking people or people that are unattractive. The hate also comes from attractive people. So it may come from an attractive person that doesn't necessarily stand out that much, you know, but it's going to come from an attractive person that you know may not have standout traits. They may have, attractive features, but they don't stand out in any way. And I think that people miss that there's certain tiers of attractiveness. And I mentioned this in one of my other videos. I said that there's unattractive, there's average, there's attractive, and then there's very attractive. So basically, the attractive man was making fun of the very attractive person. And that rubbed me the wrong way because me personally, I have standout features, full lips, you know, green eyes. So I'm like in the very attractive category. And, and people make fun of that. And that rubbed me the wrong way because he called someone that's very attractive or maybe more attractive than he was fruity. And, that's not all the way true. And that rubbed me the wrong way. So, because he's saying basically, you're calling exotical people, people that are very attractive, fruity. And I'm like, that's not true. You're calling people like Jeremy Meeks fruity. You know what I'm saying? Even whether they have long hair or not, like, you're calling men like that fruity. And that rubs me the wrong way, And basically, you guys, like, there's a difference whether people want to accept it or not. And I'm here to, encourage all attractive people, very attractive people. Like, people are going to make fun of you like that. People are going to talk down on you and say stuff, say you're fruity, say you're gay, say that, oh, he's soft. especially if you're like light skinned, they're gonna really make fun of you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, he's soft. Oh, he's never gotten his hands dirty a day in his life." They're gonna talk about you. So my advice is like, don't pay attention to what they say. Pay attention to what's been working for you. So let's say if you attracted people with who you are currently, stick to it and make it work for you. Don't buff up because an influencer said so. Buff up because you want to, or get in shape because that's what you want in your life. Don't do it because of some influencer that's saying that out of his own envy. He's saying, "Oh, buff up because you're a pretty boy and no girl wants to fuck you," and like that's not true. That's not all the way true. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, muscles is a part of attraction. I'm not gonna deny that. That you know that stimulates a lot of women. Like, I'm not denying that at all. But there's also attractive men that they aren't all Buffy and they still get women. You know what I'm saying? So don't buy into that and that, oh, very attractive guys are fruity. And I'm like, don't buy into that. And also, you guys, I want to also say, don't try so hard to prove yourself to people that won't accept you anyway. I want to say that again. Stop trying so hard for people that won't accept you anyway. And yeah, you got to work hard for economics and resource. That's different. But for social acceptance, don't try so hard. Just be who you are, and the right people will come into your life. That's how I see it. Be who you are as long as it's not detrimental to others. You know, if you're that nerdy type of dude, cool. I'm pretty sure there's some girl out there who wants a nerdy guy. So be who you are without um, being detrimental or harmful to other people. And like, don't get buff because some other influencer said, "Oh, you need to get buff." And yeah, it's a part of attraction, but it's not everything. So I'm just here to tell you guys, like, a lot of these influencers that talk about attractive men, attractive women, a lot of them are haters on the down low. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. Like, a lot of them are haters. A lot of them don't like another attractive person having some shine too. They want to be, "Oh, I'm the attractive guy in the group. Oh, I'm attractive." They don't like when others hog the spotlight. So I'm just here to tell you guys, like, whether you're attractive, very attractive, don't let people say that you're fruity. And if you're gay, cool. But if you're not, don't let them people like get you down when they say that, because a lot of times it's not true. And a lot of times when people say that you're gay and you're fruity and, oh, you're soft, they're envious of you. They're basically gassing you up. So I'm here to tell you guys, like, don't let these people get to you and get you down in your life. Keep living your life. Do what you got to do to survive. You know, don't pay attention to these haters and these influencers that say you got to change because of such and such. Like, don't pay that no mind, because a lot of them are haters. A lot of them say that just to make themselves feel better or just to be accepted. And you don't want to hang around, or you don't want to listen to people that put down others to make themselves look good. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to be around people or listen to people that put others down to gain social acceptance. That's very dangerous. And those are the main people that will turn on you when shit hits the fan. You don't want to hang around a person that says you're fruity. Like, they gas some people up in a certain category, but they put down other people that are outside of that. So like when it comes to this attraction stuff, I want you guys to know also that there's tiers. There's attractive and then there's very attractive. And there's a difference between the two. And I'm just here to clear up the air, and I'm not doing this for social acceptance. I'm just saying that this is what's out there in the real world. This is the real world I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no shallow, oh, attractive people get hate. Like, no, it's layers to it. It's layers to attractiveness. There's layers to beauty. Someone can look attractive, but there's also someone that can look exotical. You know, so I'm just here to tell y'all, like, don't let people get you down. Don't let people put you down because you don't fit a certain category or you don't fit a certain type of attractiveness. When people call you like, oh, he's just beautiful, or oh, he's just fruity, that's hate because they envy what you have. So I hope everyone has a great day. It's Island Guy 99. Peace.